Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquely Robins. This week we're working on Done by Dorothy, which is Dorothy Orr's digital kit called Mountain Flowers. What we're going to make this week is we're going to make a ephemera holder to store some of your ephemera in. And you can make this as big as you'd like to make it. I didn't make it humongously big because I'll have a certain amount of papers to work with here. But I did put 3 papers together, and you could see where it's glued together at right here and right here. And then I just went down and used my folder and folded it about 5.5. I've made each panel about 5.5, and we'll cover the front and the back, and each page will have a pocket like this on it. This will be our front, but it'll have a pocket like this on every page so that you can store your extra tags or your extra postcards or regular journaling cards in there. And we're going to start off, before we put any paper on, we're going to put a tie closure on both sides so that it will stay closed on both sides. So we're going to attach a piece of ribbon to both sides, excuse me. I got my first COVID shot about a week or so ago, and I don't know if it's that or just I have a cold, but I have not been feeling well the last couple of weeks. So you'll have to pardon my stuffy nose and my coughing. Oops. Really? Stand up there. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the inside so that my paper will help hold it down. And I'm going to put one of these pieces on both sides, so approximately that long. Try to get them even. My bottle's dress is sliding down and making it not want to stand up right. I have to fix that. And I'm just guesstimating on how long I want these to be, because they're just going to tie from here to the back side and from here to the back side. So we don't need it really long, but I want long enough to make a little bow. Okay, then I've taken one of the cards and we're going to lay them this way. And I've split them in half so that, whoops, I don't want that glue. So sorry. At least you can't get my germs over the video, which is good. And bleaching things and Lysol and everything, and trying to not get my husband sick. He had his shot too, but then he had a different kind, as we ended up having to set appointments for 2 different places, so he got a different kind than I got. I saw a t-shirt the other day in a catalog I was looking at. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was Collections, etc., but I'm not positive that was the right one. But it said on it, God only gives you as much as you can handle, and God must think I'm a bad ass, excuse my language. But I thought it was kind of cute and kind of appropriate for me, because it seems like anytime that there's something out there to get, I get it. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So after this year, I should be pretty strong. Hopefully. haven't been able to get a whole lot done here lately other than my videos. And only got some of those done because of I had some done ahead for last week. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I really hate coughing on camera. Okay, so now let's flip it over and we'll do the back side. So we want to put our ribbon on first. Back to this glue. I looked at Hobby Lobby last week and online was trying to find me some more of this Fabri-Tac, and they were out, of course. So about right there. And if we need to trim it down, we can always do that. Get them as close as I can anyway. Okay. Okay. Let me close this before I get it glued open. Okay, we're going to put our back page on. First thing I want to do is trim this just a little bit. There's a little bit of a white edge on there and I don't want that. Okay. And then I have cut some cardstock that is, my hand's quite shaking, I might be able to see, 2 3/4 to make my little pockets on the side. So let's put that on first. Okay. And you can put your ribbon on the outside of your pocket if you don't want it on the inside. I just want to sandwich it in there. It might hinder your stuff going in and out of this pocket just a little bit because of that lace being in there, but it will hopefully help hold the lace down a little bit. Okay. Now, if we measure this out, I can't turn it over. I can, but now black on black is kind of hard to see. Just cut it down the middle. And then you put your 1/2 on here and your other half on here. And that way you have a little bit of a black around it. But I think that makes it look really neat. So we'll glue this down. I've been using my finished project for the day, whatever I have done that so far. At the end of the video, I've been using those, taking a picture and using that for my thumbnail, for my videos. Let me know down below if you like that or if you rather be surprised at the end of the project. I know some people like that and some people don't. I can change that if you'd rather be surprised at the very end. Been trying to work on my videos on different aspects of them. So any input that you have, I would very much appreciate. I know most people seem to like the I'm just going to try to stick right there. I always do this to make sure I didn't get any excess glue squeezing out that's going to close my pocket up, because we don't want our pocket to be closed up. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on the camera angle that I have now and different things like that. And of course on the thumbnails, if you'd rather see it at, you know, what it's going to look like at the end of that video, or if you'd rather wait and be surprised at the very end. I love this plant. I don't know what kind of flower this is, but it's just gorgeous. And then we have our pocket there. So our little stringies might get in our way a little bit here, but that's okay. Now on the inside, I think I'm going to put the pockets on the outer edges. That way when you put stuff in and you close it up, this will stop it from falling out. Got up in the 60s today. I opened my windows downstairs. I try to blow some fresh air in, and as my grandfather always used to say, blow the stink out. Being closed up all winter. I know it's probably not over yet, but I'll take advantage of the nice days anyway. And I don't know that the COVID shot had anything to do with me being sick. I had to go to the grocery store and pick up medicine and stuff this week, or last week. And I could have picked something up even though I had my mask on. You never know. Could have picked something up outside. Do all this cleaning and sterilizing. When we go back to normal, I think we're going to have a little bit of trouble with the germs that we haven't been used to for a year. Okay. All right. Now let's find our next ones we want to use. Ooh, I like that one. Well, I like them all, but it's pretty blue and yellow on that page. They go good together. And I'm just going to kind of guesstimate about where I need to cut it, because it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want a little bit of the black to show all the way around both sides. So that looks good. Right there. And we'll glue those down. Now since this is going to hold ephemera, if you wanted to, you could make these pieces, actually both of them, as pockets as well. I haven't been, but you could. I just thought about that as I was putting the glue on that piece. That you could make it to where there's a pocket back here, and then there's a pocket up here to put your maybe smaller ephemera in, your stamps and things like that. And anybody who is interested in this kit, do keep in mind that I do not believe this is a whole kit that Dorothy gave me. I think there is more to the kit. So don't think that this is all you get. I wanted to make sure that you understood that. I don't want you thinking that that what I'm showing you is all you get in the kit. Because the front of it does say 12 8.5 by 5 files, 24 5x7 journaling pages, 4 coffee dyed backing pages, and 2 plain and 1 grid. 1 lined and 1 grid. I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe that is all. Because here are the grid pages. There's the lined pages. So So maybe it is. I'm not positive on that, but I wanted you to know that I wasn't positive on that. I will try to get a hold of Dorothy and ask her for sure and let you know later in the week for sure on that. I don't want to tell you wrong. Having troubles with my hands wanting to shake. Oops. Don't glue to my page now. There we go. Okay. I might do one or two of the ones and make a little outside pocket too. Not these 2 pages, but trim that a little more even. It's okay, as long as it's got some black around it. I like that look. I like the split look of those pages. Okay, now we'll go to the next page. Maybe these 2 pages will put the thumb pulls in and use them as double. With my ribbon, I don't want it to, I think I'm going to use these pages from this one. One. I'm going to trim these on the bottom just a little bit, not much, just a hair bit. Okay. I don't know why I put that down there. I still need it. I was looking for my pockets. I haven't put them on yet. One. Let me get another piece here. Make some more. I use this because it stands out a little better. Black on black, I have such a hard time seeing. Do you guys have that problem? Or is it just me? Let's cut this off first. So it has to go all the way across. And then we'll cut down. I think we'll get 2 out of that. I didn't put the thumb pulls on the black part, the black pocket part, because I want it to kind of look, I don't want that to be seen. I know it's there and you'll know it's there. I can feel my temperature rising. Been fighting it for a couple of days. But it's getting better. It's getting better. Okay, let's see here. think I'll be able to cut these both at the same time, since those were the same. Now these I will make pockets, and I'm going to put just the smallest, put these together. I'm going to put just the smallest little thumb hole in there. I don't want much at all, just a tiny bit so that you can tell that it's a pocket. I don't want to take away from the flowers so much. And we'll put this one on too, like a pocket, so we can put like your smaller journaling cards or stamps, that type of thing, smaller ephemera in the front pocket, and then have your back pocket for your larger stuff. Because I don't know about you, but I'm always trying to figure out a way to have more storage for my ephemera. And I like them in books and things like these because they're easy to get to and decorative, of course. Oops. Down there. Okay, so now we'll have our big pocket here, and we'll have a small pocket here, and a small pocket on this side. I could have made that a little bit smaller through there, so where it would have been, you could have saw your stuff a little better, but I didn't, so you might want to do that. This one's a little better. This one should be a little better. Our little, you know, I have used this thing so much, but I have never made one of the balloon things I use it for. Just always used it for thumb pulls. It makes a cute little hot air balloon. I have a steampunk one coming up. Journal that I'm going to be making here before long, and I might use it for that, actually, for what it's supposed to be used for. But it works great for thumb pulls. Sorry for my shaky hands. This one will be over a little further so that you'll be able to have your stuff stick up a little bit out of it. Make sure I didn't, okay. Making sure I didn't get in my crease there. Okay, so now you have this little pocket, this bigger pocket, and then this little pocket. So we'll have lots of storage. Okay, and we got that back side done. So now we're going to strings out of the way, go the other way. So this will open the front and the back. Let's do this one. Do that one, and this one, I think. Trim just a little bit off the bottom. And I'm going to trim just the tiniest bit of this white off this edge, since I'm not inking these. Okay. Grab me, sorry Grace, made her move, another piece of the black to make our pockets with. I went over a little far. Okay. Go a long way first. And then the short way. Make a couple more. I know we're probably going to have to get at least one more piece of paper. But hoping I'm getting these straight with my shaky hands here. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay. Start by gluing those down. I got a message from someone who is on our YouTube channel who watches. She had made a photo journal like we had made before from my video, and it turned out really cute. Jaw Birch. So Jaw, if you're out there, if you would put in the comments a picture of your photo journal that you made, we would all appreciate that and like to see that, I think. It turned out so pretty. And she used this wood grain looking paper on the outside of it, and it is just gorgeous. I love that paper. Gonna have to get some of that. I love wood grain paper. I had got some from Hobby Lobby once. I looked while I was there too to see if they had any more of it, because I really like that paper. But I didn't see any. And I think it was called Country Roads. So if you see that paper, you may want to pick that up because it is beautiful. Let me trim this so it can go inside a little bit. Hopefully and not look funny. Come on. There, yeah. Yeah, I like it like that. I'm gonna guess at that one. Trim a little bit off this end. Haha, pretty good. Been doing this for so long, by just guesstimating that I'm getting pretty close. Okay, I think we're going to make this one a double pocket too, just because we can. Well, that one's going to be inside, so that one won't have one, just the outside. We'll just do the outside on these. So it won't be as many pockets. Let's glue this one down first. This side won't be a pocket, but the other side will. Give us some diversity. There we go. Okay. One could have been a little closer that way. I should have made it a little bit bigger. I think I have plenty of room there, yeah. I have to stick that one in. Okay. Whoops. Yours will turn out a little better than mine is going to. My hands shaking like they are, it's hard to get things a little straighter. Okay, so we'll have a pocket back there and a pocket here. Same on this side, a pocket back here and a small pocket here. All right, go to the next page. Put our pockets on. Excuse me. I've tried to get a couple videos done today, so if there's one day this week I can get at least one ahead, if not two. Well, if there's a couple of days this week where I'm coughing too bad to get on, I'll have a video for you. Still. Brother keeps trying to get us to go out to eat with him. I thought maybe once we got these shots, of course they say a couple weeks after you get them, you really not supposed to go out until then, even with a mask. So it's gonna be a little while. Hopefully he understands that. Just can't take a chance with my low immune. Going out to eat is just not worth it to me to get that sick. Little bit like I have now. It's not bad, but I just can't afford to get really sick. Okay, do we want to make double pockets? Yeah, why not? It's better to have a little more than not enough, right? I'd rather have too many pockets on something than not enough. Okay, I'm sure you've noticed I put a lot of pockets on things. And a lot of that is due to the fact that I'm what my husband calls a memorabilia hoarder. If we go on vacation and I collect a lot of road tickets or if we go to concerts and stuff, I keep concert tickets and all that kind of stuff. So I like things with a lot of pockets to put that kind of stuff in. I'll have to take a picture sometime of my shadow box downstairs from when we went to Carolina, Deadwood. Not Carolina, it's Deadwood. We went for just a couple of days, and I made a shadow box out of some of the stuff that I kept from it, and he really likes to look at that too, so he doesn't hound me so much anymore about it, because he likes it. It's a nice way to remember places you've been and things you've done. And we went to Nashville once for a week with his mom and dad, and had a wonderful time. We went to the Grand Ole Opry and the Opry Hotel, where they have that indoor arboretum, and it is just beautiful. I mean, they have like a river running through it and everything. And I have a picture frame downstairs with pictures of us and his mom and dad. And since his dad has passed away, it means a lot to us to have that. One. Here's the other. Trim this one side just a tiny bit. Okay. How we doing on time? Oh, not too bad. Trying not to make these so long for you. And I don't want to take away from the flowers. That's why I'm trying to make my thumb pools just tiny enough that you know they're there, but not too big that it's taken away from the beautiful flowers on this kit. So sorry for the coughing. Okay. I was going to try to make some of these smaller and make tags out of them. But for some reason, I haven't figured out how to do that on my computer. Some of the, and I'm not sure if it's the way that the kits were saved or what, but some of them I can put into one program and make, like if you're printing out photos, where you can print out 5x7s and 3.5x5s and stuff like that. And some of them come up in another program when you go to print them, and it doesn't give you that option. I mean, you can make it smaller, but if you can't put more than one on a page, and it seems like a waste of paper for that. I made an extra one. Okay, and like I said, you can make this as thick as you want. I mean, you could put, as long as you just, the more pages you, stop. The more pages, paper, okay, let me start over. Sorry about that. Getting all tongue-tied here. Trying to get her to quit barking. The more black cardstock that you hook from one to the other, the longer you make it, and then the more folds you put in it, the thicker it will be. And I mean, you can make it really thick and still tie it together, and it'll make a really nice place to hold all your ephemera. So when you open it this direction, you have all of those pockets, and then flip it over and you have all of those pockets. And it'll, if you do it the same way, it'll fold up the same way, and you tie it on both sides to hold it tight. So I mean, you can keep adding and adding and adding to this if you'd like to, which is the great thing about something like this, because you can add, what I say, I added 3 pages, 3 black cardstock pages, but you could add 10 or 12, you know, especially if you have a big enough workspace. Once I get my desk a little longer, I could have done that. But I have a small workspace, so I just made a small one. But yeah, you can add 10, 12 pages to this, and then just keep folding them on the same fold lines, and you just fold it back and forth like you do a paper fan. So when it's all laid out, see, I just folded one this way, one that way, you know, back and forth like you do a paper fan. And then it comes out like that. So that's it for today. We will do some more decorating on it tomorrow. And you can always add pages to it later too. You just, you will probably have to cut off your back ribbons. Just cut off your back ribbons and go from there and keep building it. And you can keep adding to it. You have enough room right here. You can add another piece of paper to it, and then another piece, however you want to do it, and make it as big as you want. If you have a lot of ephemera that you are looking for somewhere and somehow to store, this would be perfect, because you can add as many pages as you want for as much ephemera as you have. I don't have a whole lot of ephemera right now, so this is plenty big enough for my needs right now. But later on, I may want to add to it and extend it and make it longer. And that's a good thing about this, is you can add to it later. Especially if you keep in mind that you may want to do that, and you keep a little extra room here like I did on this one. See how this is close to the edge, and then I left extra room? See, I have plenty of room there to add another piece of paper to that and extend it on out. So we could call this an extendable accordion ephemera holder, I guess is what we'll call it. Kind of a long name, but works, right? Show the ladies below some love. Check out Dorothy's kits. She has some beautiful kits up there. I've had a couple of people tell me already that they've bought some of her kits and they love them. So check out the UCC video for this week and see who we have on there, and check out their channels. We try to bring you good crafting channels that we think you can learn from and enjoy. I'm going to cut this down now that I have it on here. I always forget which direction I'm cutting it, and I did it pointed this way this time, because I like that way too. But sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out which way's which. And that's every time. You think I would know by now. Okay. Come on, fingers. Get that little bow. You laugh at yourself sometimes. I'm not the best bow maker to begin with, and they just don't always want to do what you want them to do. Okay. So we will be back tomorrow and do a little bit of decorating on the front side. I'm not going to decorate the back side because, like I said, you can add to this later and finish it off that way. So I'm not going to decorate the back side, but I may do a little bit to the front. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I just love that flower on there. But you guys have a great day. Show the ladies below some love. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye. you.